Hello friends, we have to understand in detail about sources of recruitment. In last topic I discussed a list of the sources of recruitment, internal sources. There are 6 internal sources and 7 external sources as per the syllabus. So first internal source is promotion. So meaning of the promotion, you know it very well. From the present position in the enterprise, turn yourself to the better position. In a simple language, it is called promotion. So as the person is being promoted, his capacity will be boosted, his morale will be boosted, and his loyalty will continue with the enterprise in more enthusiast level. So promotion is done on capacity of person, working efficiency of person in present level. So it is required to be followed as it is maintained, because your efficiency showed your capacity in front of the world. So enterprise decide the person's place in the enterprise as per the requirement for the fulfillment of the task or the objective. Okay, so here promotion gives some benefit to the employee, increase the salary, increase the status, increase the power, and increase the responsibility on his side, to which he has to follow. But company will get the better efficient person from the present staff. So it is most important to understand. Okay. Second point is transfer. You all know the meaning of transfer. Transfer is from the place or from the department as per the need in the enterprise or the organizational structure. It can be done as per the efficiency of person where he is being needed. If there is shortage of the employee in any department, and if the present employees, one of the present employee is easily able to fulfill the vacant place, so in that situation this transfer is preferable. And usually in case of the surplus employee in the enterprise on the same position, it is easily possible to transfer them to the specific place and the position. It is necessary to keep in mind about the qualification of person. So the shortage of employee can be rectified. Right? Now the third point is I am going to discuss. It is friends and relatives of employee. I always used to say that enterprise need to invite specific known person from the circle. Why I am saying this? You understand. If the circle is known to the present employees, they will suggest the better person in requirement of the enterprise. So the employees are recommended by the newly invited employees, I am saying, are recommended by the present employees as per the qualification of their friends and relatives, so the company's environment could remain healthy. But here we have to be careful to understand that such applications are usually received and naturally been accepted very fast than other applications. So here the moral is boosted of any specific person working at this time in the enterprise, that his organization has kept their trust in himself and accepted his suggested new employee, so he will work much better and in better condition than the enterprise expected, so his enthusiasm will increase. So here you have to understand one thing more, that it is proud for them that they have suggested and the enterprise has accepted. So it is a better to accept their known person, so the balance between the newcomer and the present employees must remain healthy and the friendly. So the work should be completed in given period of task, right? Okay, now I am going to discuss about the fourth point, recalling retrenched employees. See, here you have to understand the meaning of retrenchment first. What is the meaning of retrenchment? Remember, in case of financial crisis of the market or less demand, in any situation, if company needs, company will do only one thing. Who are the additional in the staff? Then the permanent staff. These additional people will be said by the company that whenever in future we will need, we will invite you again. But this time company not able to continue, not due to your inefficiency but due to the market condition. So in that situation, some numbers of employees could be removed from the present working staff. But in future, when the new positions may open, then these former employees could call back and can join them again. But here you remain one thing. If they have been retrenched for their indiscipline and on the reason of dishonesty, they will not be called back here again, because that is a matter of trust and inefficiency. So they will not be called back. But who are efficient but due to the circumstances they have been removed, will call back again. But here, if any one of them have already taken somewhere else the new job, then it is possible that they may not come back. And if the joined person have voluntarily taken the off for longer time from the company, they could be recalled back. And in that situation, the company know their ability, company know their knowledge, company know their efficiency, so they have not to be needed to adjust them in the environment, because they are known by company and they are knowing the company's condition and the working process, so they are not needed to be adjusted, but they will be easily adjusted as the requirement has arisen. Okay, so now I am going to discuss the fifth point, promotion with transfer. This is not a new thing. when a higher post is being vacant? What do you think so? Company will call the new person from outsiders? Generally, answer is no. Why? Because company need a person who can do the work with efficiency, and the present position the person working at has proved his capacity. So the existing employee could be transferred with more power, more position, more responsibility, more better salaries. We have already discussed in the promotion. So in the same branch or at other branch under the same management, it could be possible. So an employee could be transferred with higher position, but here you remember one thing: the employee will accept this change easily if it is developing nearby his native place. So he could work in very healthy atmosphere, and he will be boosted by the company's support. So he will show his enthusiasm in much better position, right? Okay, now the sixth point is coming, the last point of the internal sources. A waiting list. Generally, company is in usual process of recruitment, inviting applications, finding some better candidates, but at that time all invited candidates cannot be appointed. So the efficient candidate's name will be kept in list of the company's future expected candidate. Such list is very much useful for every enterprise to save the time of new application, new advertisements, just to call them, just to inform them and call back to meet them. That is only one thing is required, because their interview has already been taken. So it helps to save the money, it helps to conduct the new test and save the time, and the new recruitment process is not required for these candidates in the waiting list. So they are called the candidate eligible, but the position was limited, so they were not given inclusion. Is that clear, my friends? So remember one thing: when the requirement arises in future, these people or the candidate of the waiting list will call back to meet them, right? These are internal sources which we discussed. Now we have to discuss the external sources. We have total 7 external sources. So it is not a part of the company's own relatives or the known persons, but here the part is coming to discuss about the new persons coming to the company out of the company's own environment. So the first point is advertisements. Usually this is the general process of recruitment, that the advertisement should be published in well-known newspapers, journals and periodicals. So the appropriate candidate should apply either physically either online and sometime by the way of the websites. The online applications are being invited. In the days of the digital platforms, many new opportunities may arise, and many applications are coming from the distant corners of the global area. So whichever the place, if the company want to get best persons from the all over world, they can given more opportunity if they are eligible person. So here again my old line I want to state, right person for the right post could be acquired properly from all over the world by this selection method of advertisements. Right, my friends? So now we discuss for the second external source, it is employment exchange. Generally, employment exchange means the exchange for getting prospective candidates who are unemployed in these days and in need of search of the same position of the job. So by keeping their capacity and detail, the administrative staff of the employment exchange will provide the list of such unemployed qualified people as per the demand and the need of the enterprise. Here it is required that enterprise should approach first to the employment exchange, because with the employment exchange such unrecruited unemployed people's data and they collect it with them. Such employment exchanges are maintained by government for easily classify the persons from their administrative controlled area. And here the another side of the candidate I want to discuss. Maybe it is not given in the syllabus, it is necessary that by this way candidate should get the preferred post opportunity, because every candidate may not be skillfully required for every post, but as per the need or demand of the enterprise, different candidates qualifications will be classified, and whichever the qualification is required for the specific post, those candidates only been called for the interview by enterprise, and others may not need to waste their time and energy and money. Right? Okay, the third point is coming, educational institution. Now you understand that some professional educational institutions, some technical educational institutions, some college campuses are arranging job campus interview for the last year's degree students. So the better, new, fresh, knowledgeable candidates may come in mind of the enterprise, and the such placement campus can find proper qualified candidate. Every year in specific time period, placement campus have been conducted up to today and are going onwards. in different educational institutions as like Indian Institute of Management, which is shortly spoken as IIM, and Indian Institute of Technology, which is shortly spoken as IIT. Nowadays, so many management schools, secretarial practice, teaching institutions are also handling their own placement campus and new companies with the better opportunities for the unexperienced students. They are coming, and it is useful for those newly future candidates that they are selected, just they have to pass the examination and their future job is ready with them. This is the healthy expectation. Whoever the student is going to take the degree, ultimately for job they are doing the study. And when in the last year before the completion of the examination, when they are getting the future opportunity in their hands, their enthusiasm will more to fulfill the examination. Right, my friends? This is the third point I completed about the study, and we are going to discuss the fourth point now as trade unions. Trade unions means the list of candidates and workers in some group of workers approved by the government laws. Such units are called trade unions. They are having the list of the unemployed persons in organization. These unemployed people are having less work, and due to any reason worker is being retrenched from the company. Now you are knowing the meaning of the retrenchment, so it is not required to discuss again. But the worker is retrenched due to any reason, but it is necessary, not the dishonesty, not the laziness is the reason for retrenchment is necessary. Due to increase in workload, now the company need them back. These retrenched people are in list of the trade unions, so they inform them that the trade union should call them back and inform government that they are going to join. So here it is a better for government and the enterprise to create the good environment between the enterprise and workers, so the healthy atmosphere may develop. In that way, it is a good for the retrenched workers that they are getting back their job. So the trade unions are working the post and the role of chain between the retrenched workers and the enterprise who need the worker. Right? Okay, the next point is coming contractors. See, remember that contractors are just a chain, a person of the chain who connect the unemployed persons, needy persons, qualified persons but not recruited, and the enterprise who need the employees. So in that situation, when the requirement arises, the laborers with the fair wages, contractors are providing the name. In that situation, the worker is getting the job, employer is getting the right persons, and contractor is getting his fees to provide the right candidate, and constantly the worker will work under the supervision of that contractor. So the constant supervision of the contractor will continue. In this method, the possibility of worker being exploited, that is the lacking, because the salary is being taken by worker and will handed over to the employee. So in that case, sometime the employee will get some less salary than the expected, and the employer will get. And in that situation, there may be possibility of in future the worker may leave the work if he is being exploited. Okay, now I am going to talk about the next point, recruitment at gate. Now you understand, in the days of unemployment in larger scale, the workers are needed by enterprise to get in job. But according to this method, the daily wagers will immediately get their job because they are needed for only 1 day's work, 2 days work, or the weekly. Sometimes some companies are giving salary to some workers on the daily basis. So they are being recruited by this method. So in that situation, it is possible that the worker is not in knowledge of any person and is directly coming to the company. He is being appointed and he is working. But in that case, sometime the past of the worker may come in working situation to disturb. So usually company want to go through the past of the worker, thereafter they will appoint any worker in the enterprise, not before that, right? So recruitment at gate only required and useful for the worker coming to the company on daily basis, otherwise not. As I have said, the lacking is past is not in knowledge of the enterprise. Remember this line. Is that clear? Now the last point I am going to discuss is modern method. Modern methods are online application, examination, online examination and the test, skill test. So as the time change, the companies are trying to get the workers from internet. Various recruitment agencies are having prospective biodatas with them, and when the vacancies are coming in light, the agencies are providing some biodatas to the company for the required candidates. So the procedure is being followed in online basis, and thereafter the practical and physical interview will come. The candidate will come to the administrative office of the enterprise. Here the recruiting agency will take some commission, maybe one salary of the candidate, from the candidate and from the employer both, and they will provide the candidate. Here it is possible that candidate should get maximum benefit for being well knowledge of technological degrees and education and using the internet in the digital age. So this method is more suitable for skilled employee in different technological positions, right my friends? So here we have discussed today about sources of recruitment. Okay friends.